ain't solid. They toot their nose up cause I don't fuck with everybody. Cause they really hiding demons deep off in their closet. I'd rather pull up to the bank and make a new deposit. I'm a product of the real cause I move in silence. Eternal poetry.
Check. What's good, world? You are now rocking with the Mindset Podcast.
Yeah.
We here for another episode, man. Season 4, episode 6. I am your host, Pop.
You rocking with your boy, Fella.
And we back at it, man, with another episode.
Mindset, baby.
Man, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Jump in the comments. We always looking for feedback.
We need it, man.
We love to jump back in the comments and reply to what y'all post. So make sure you do that. Also, the Mindset Podcast merch.
Another make sure.
I will put the link in the description, but make sure you head over to MoShepPublishing.com. All the merch will be there.
Plenty of different sizes, plenty of different colors, plenty of different things to choose from as far as shirts, hats, sweaters, you know what I mean? Button-up jackets, whatever you want, whatever
Bomber
you need.
jackets.
Bomber jackets, you know what I mean? And they fire too. They not only comfortable, it's a lot of assorted colors. So
Man, we even got the onesies for the babies.
Onesies for the babies.
You know what I mean?
Get their mindset right early.
Exactly, man. How everything been going with you, bro?
Man, it's all smiles this way.
All
you know what I mean? As y'all know, summer's just starting. The season steady turning, steady changing.
Yeah.
Make sure, you see me, I've been rocking with a new diet. You know what I mean? And what it is it's just a new fruit diet.
Right.
You get you something early in the morning when you first wake up, when you're breaking that fast. Right. Get you some vegetables and some fruits that you like. Me, it's mostly fruits. You can throw in a little veggies in it too, but I blend something up that I like. So something light on my stomach right when I'm getting up early. It's still warm outside. You know what I mean? Yeah. You gotta have your body. You want to be around for a long time.
Right.
So I just been, turning into that.
That's what's up.
Ain't nothing wrong with a fruit smoothie.
It's important, man. Putting something light on your stomach so you don't feel so groggy moving around.
Yeah.
I've been switching it up a little bit myself. I've been kind of lacking on the exercise part, but I've been doing a lot of smoothies. Yeah. With the spinach, the kale, putting fruit in it. Boathouse makes smoothie drink, so I put some of that in there and put like protein powder.
Okay, so it's already made up?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got different ones, but the one I had apples, mangoes, and maybe lemon. Mix that in with it. Pretty good too, man.
And it's all about sticking with the routine. You can do it a day. Right. But that day got to turn into another day. Got to turn into a week, a month, then a year. So when you turn back around and look back, you can say, man, I was on something for a whole year. I see the progression. Let's keep on it. Right. Push the gas on it so it'll be implemented in your mind that this is something you want to keep on moving forward. Right. You know what I mean?
It's important, man. Lifestyle changes.
Lifestyle. Shout out to, this is a custom-made Earth Warrior. It's a tribal beaded necklace. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's a custom-made Earth Warrior necklace, and the sun just, like you said, tapping in. I'm just tapping into the heritage more. You know what I mean? Yeah. And what it is back then when they used to move around, they used to get different artifacts. It could be the tusk of an elephant, or it could be a tiger claw, or it could be anything that can make teeth. Teeth. Anything that stands out. They'll take it and they'll make a necklace, beaded, anklet, or whatever they might use, tribal as a tribe to represent their family. You know what I mean? So when they move around to different villages, they know who is who and what is what. So I wanted, like mine. I got some lava rock on mine. I got these right here. So this is an ox. This is an ox bone. So it's a carved ox bone. You know what I mean? I got a lot of different things. You know what I mean? But I'm just trying to tap into a different regime. You know what I mean? Everything. So
and tap into your scarf collection too, man.
Oh yeah, man. So the scarves. So really, I started pressing gas on the scarves when the pandemic hit. Right. You seen a lot of people moving around with the mask. When I seen the scarves, I was like, I wanted to cover a lot. Yeah. And then I started getting them in, and I'm like, yo, a scarf is really like something you could use. Like it's like a lifestyle. You know what I mean? I turned it into a lifestyle. I started rocking them on my head, but not only that, you could use them as to carry stuff in. You could use them. You could wear them.
Yeah, they put them on like
a satchel. You can have like not a satchel. The satchel for a horse, but like a stick with a scarf tied on it to carry stuff with. I don't know the professional name for it, but that you could wet it and use it to cool you down.
Yeah.
You could use it to cover your nose. You could use it to blow into, you know what I mean, wipe something. A scarf is essential anywhere you put it. You know what I mean? So I just started building my collection on just the designs of them. You know what I mean? I wear them for fashion and but not only that, like I said, it's another lifestyle move.
Right.
Yeah, but I started through the pandemic and I said, fuck it, I'm gonna rock it. I'm fly with it too, you know what I mean? So we gonna keep it going.
Got so many colors.
The word. Different assortments. But yeah, you just gotta find what you like and tap into it more. You know what I mean? Just stick with that kind of mindset.
Right.
Well, what you been on, man?
Man, I've been touching the city a little bit. I always say, man, as an artist and people of this hip hop culture, it's important to go see performances.
It is.
So about a month ago, as you can see, I got the Griselda hat on.
Boom!
I got a chance to see them at the Coca-Cola Roxy in Atlanta, over by the Battery. And dope ass show, man. That was my first time in that venue too. Benny, Conway, Westside Gun, you know, they brought some people with them.
Yes.
Conway brought drum work. Benny brought BSF.
Stove God Cooks.
Stove God. They had Amani Caesar. I wasn't real familiar with her, but
I seen them there moving around. Shout out to Amani. She told me how to rock a show. You dig?
Baddies.
Yeah.
Bang.
Rock
it. Yeah, me.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy Andre Reyes. Yo, one of the best DJs moving around in the tri-state area. Not only that, Shit me. He moving globally now. You feel me? He's tagged as Welcome to the Zoo. Y'all check him out. Y'all see how he moving. He been rocking with Benny. I seen him with Skilly Bang. I seen him with a lot of different acts. You know what I mean? So he moving on up. He the Bronx's own, New York's own, Edenwood's own. Yeah. He here with it. Shout out to my boy. Welcome to the Zoo. You know what I mean?
I thought it was dope too. After the show, you know, I didn't know you knew him.
Right.
You saw my story.
Yeah.
It was dope. He tapped back in with me. He asked me to personally send him a couple of the videos that I had posted on my story.
Yeah, that's dope.
It was dope to have that little interaction.
Definitely.
But yeah, shout out Griselda, man. Dope ass show.
Yep.
And then just last night, shout out my dog Bray. 1/3 of the Mindset podcast.
1/3 of it.
He invited me out with him and his wife. We went to the CeeLo and Gnarls Barkley show last night.
Man, that's dope, man.
It was at a place called the Eastern. It's in Atlanta. I never been to the venue before, but super dope, man. Yeah. They kind of had like a rooftop outside bar kind of.
Right.
And they had other little bars right in the same area. Like you could walk straight out of the venue and get something to eat or whatnot. Had a few vendors out there that was doing food.
I seen where y'all was sitting there, man. That was
beautiful seats.
Beautiful seats. It's so important to have good seats at a show when you're somebody you want to see entertained. Right. Y'all had some nice seats.
Right. And shout out to the band, man.
Yeah.
God. It's crazy how the sound just comes full circle. Like he had a drum player and another percussion player. He had 2 background singers, and they body was crazy too. They were all coordinating with their clothes. Yeah. They all had like 10 clothes on. It seemed like the other people had like 10 Dickie suits on.
That's dope. I know that was CeeLo idea right there.
Right.
They had his idea right there.
But yeah, they had a trombone player, a saxophone player, and they had 2 guitar players. One was, I guess, electric guitar. The other one was like the bass.
Ooh.
And man, it sounded phenomenal. The acoustics in the place was amazing.
Yeah.
It just sounded really good.
So you could tell everybody had their surround sound hooked up nicely.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And just speaking on the sax and the trombone, man, I think like this day and age, for me, that's two of the most impressive instruments that I'm familiar with. You know what I mean? Growing up, I always liked the piano or the guitar. You know what I mean?
Right.
But just the sound of the trombone and the sax, man, and the place, it had you feel like you're dreaming somewhere. You know what I mean? You really drowned with music.
Yeah.
So shout out to Don Barkley. I know you was talking about the sound check earlier, and I'm saying that if y'all should catch his sound check.
For sure.
Him stopping into the, hey, we need those a little louder.
Right.
Y'all screaming the back. You know what I mean?
It sounds super full too. Like you could tell they had to do a crazy sound check. Like everything was on the same level.
Yeah, yeah.
And he actually, I'll tap into that later.
Okay, yeah, we'll tap.
But the sound check. I'm sure that was a good time too. Just seeing everything come together.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? You can kind of build it up how you want. I need the horns louder. I need the background mics louder.
Yep.
Whatever.
It's all about timing. It's a sound check. You know what I mean? That's professionals get on the same type of time.
Right.
You dig? So when it's time for them horns to go crazy.
Yeah, because they had their solos.
Yeah. That's dope. Like you said, if you get a chance to go check a live show, do that. You can't always see shit from the TV. Right. You can't always hear about stuff. You just want to go check it out for yourself. You got to see your performance perform. So shout out again for bringing all of them again, y'all for rocking with them tickets.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Shout out Shatori as well.
Shout out Shatori.
Bray's wife. I appreciate the invite.
Yeah.
Also, too, I was telling Bray, I think my days of standing up at a concert, that shit is out of here. That shit is out of here. The seats was nice. Like, the venue wasn't overcrowded.
That's important too.
Like, it was full, but we had plenty of room. Like, you know what I'm saying? And maybe that's because we were sitting down. But I like the whole setup of it.
Yeah.
And it seemed like it was more grown people, if that makes sense.
That's a fact.
You know, you go to some of these concerts, it's a bunch of cats smoking weed and cats be so high in there they having seizures, passing out on the ground. Like,
it's being too reckless.
We ain't see none of that.
Yeah. Like, know that you there to get a perform. You know that you there to watch somebody perform.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's, come on.
Exactly.
You're wrong about it.
Exactly, man. So shout out to that, man. So with no further ado, let's tap into new music, man.
Music, baby.
For me, one of my highlights is probably West Side Boogie. Got a new album out called More Black Superheroes.
Shout out to that boy Boogie. And shout out to his LA Leakers freestyles. You know
Absolutely.
What I mean? The latest one and just his freestyles in general of the Leakers.
Exactly.
Like, if you want to go somewhere to break a record, you got a record coming out, you want to go somewhere to break it. Exactly. You're nice with the bars, you're nice with the wordplay. LA Leakers will definitely have your views up. There'll be some people fans will be expecting more. You feel me?
Right. A lot of people been going out there doing freestyles for their rollout to kind of help bring attention to the project.
Word.
But More Black Superheroes, it's 12 tracks on there. In my opinion, this album has a nice flow to it. I feel like it's more monotone. You're not gonna get a whole lot of energy from him, except for when he does the ratchet bull.
Oh yeah. And I like the ratchet. I like the ratchet bull.
He kind of like the loud, obnoxious one, but it's still giving you crazy bars.
Yeah.
He's a beast with the melodies, man. A beast with the melodies.
Word. I mean,
actually, I got a gem for you for that Kendrick album.
Okay.
You know he wrote Summer Walker's verse on that
the track that they got on here?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know he wrote that.
He wrote that shit.
Damn.
He said that's the first time he really wrote for somebody else and got credit for it. Basically.
That's dope.
Shout out to that.
Okay, Summer.
Some of my best songs, or some of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
Nonchalant, which is track number 3. Featuring a girl named Mommy. I think that's how you pronounce it.
That's how you saying it?
Super dope, though.
Yeah.
Super dope. I even like track number 5, Can't Even Lie, featuring Soulja Boy.
Okay.
Big Draco.
Shout out to Draco.
the song is just super, super smooth, man. Like, I just like how that shit flow. The Aight song we just heard.
That's fire.
That's actually Drum.
Okay,
AKA Shelly.
Yeah. He go by Shelly now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or FKA, formerly known as. Super dope. And that Can't Get Over You. That shit is phenomenal.
Which one had the female artist singing the whole time in the background?
I think that's Can't Get Over You.
Definitely fine. You can tell
number 8.
You can tell when an artist really put time into mapping out their album. So he know this one. He want to really tour with this one. He really want to perform these tracks.
Right.
He made it like that. Shout out to that.
Exactly. But shout out to that. Boog, you definitely got one with that.
Yeah, shout out to Boog.
Another one for me, man. Sci-Hi the Prince.
Sci-Hi, another artist who went into LA Leakers before he broke his album.
Flamed that bitch.
And flamed it up.
He might have one of the best ones of the year, LA Leakers freestyle.
Yeah.
He got the EP. I'm not sure when the album is supposed to come out, but I think the album is called EGOT.
Okay.
But EGOT, the EP, has 4 tracks on it. Super dope. Actually, one of the songs is Slide. They got Big Bank on it.
Ooh.
From the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From Duct Tape.
Yeah.
Shout out to that.
Shout out to that. Shout out to Big Facts. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out Big Facts. Man, the Tears joint with Jacquees.
Ooh.
It's another banger.
Going crazy on that.
It's crazy. Basically, man, just previewing what's to come on the album. Like I said, it's super short, 4 songs. I think he been trying to figure out a label to kind of back him on this project. I think he had this project done for a while. Yeah. But he's no longer really putting stuff on good music. Okay. With Kanye. Yeah. So he full independent.
Let me ask you this. When he had the music that dropped before and it came with the short little film, was that
the jail thing?
Yeah. Was he released that to good music? Or that was
I think that was the beginning of his independence.
Okay.
So
he
I think he was doing that, in which he needed to finish that shit, by the way. Yeah. Like niggas was really tuned in, and he just quit putting them out. I don't like that.
Niggas was expecting more. What's up?
But yeah, I think he ended up doing a partnership with Empire.
That's dope.
So shout out to him, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish you much success with the independence.
It's coming. It's coming.
And I know the album gonna be fire.
It's coming. You know what I'm saying?
So shout out to Sci-Hi. Man, I've even tapped into the album is a little bit older. It came out last year, 2021. Okay. But you know, I watch a lot of podcasts, man. So shout out to Parlay from In the Apartments.
Shout out to Parlay, bro.
Seen an interview he did with Blood Raw.
Right.
That used to be with USDA with Jeezy.
Yeah.
Man, some of his stories are just shit'll give you chills, bro.
So was it a bad fallout that ended his time at USDA? Or
he just kept getting in trouble.
Yeah.
But I would say because Jeezy turned his back on him. Okay. And I don't really think they have much of a relationship to this day. Right. But he got a project called Hush. Hustle Until Something Happens. Wow.
Hustle Until Something Happens.
Super dope project, man. 15 tracks on there. I kind of, flowed through this a little bit. Super dope though, man. Like he telling some of his stories on there.
He got any notable features?
I don't really know. Ball Greasy. Okay. Trying to think. Ball Greasy is probably the most notable one.
But just shout out to him for just you know what I'm saying?
And he's fully independent now too.
Re-releasing something new or I don't know if he reinvented himself or not. I haven't really heard his music yet, but does it sound like the old blood? It sound like the old blood raw?
Absolutely.
You still on the same shit?
Absolutely.
Okay.
He got that sound, but
yeah. So it's good. He back out. You know what I'm saying? Got his music back out.
He trapped out for sure.
That's a fact.
But yeah, man. I'll let you tap into some of the ones you checking out.
So new music, you feel? I gotta shout out my boy Kevin Gates.
Absolutely.
Everything I do, you bitches got a problem with it. Carry on. That's how he opened up his album.
Intro.
That was the intro to his album. Kaza. You know what I'm saying? He dropped a new album, Kaza, 2022. It's his son's name, and he got an album from before with another kid's name on it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So he's definitely super supportive of his family and his kids. You can tell they move around with him. They they look up to him, and he loved that. But he's flaming on this one.
Fine.
And like you said, like we was talking about before, people do the LA Leakers to push their album. Kevin Gates, he pushed the freestyle where he was doing a lot of name dropping.
On the Kodak Black beat.
It was definitely on the Kodak Black beat. Yeah, it was. The Superstar beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the official name for that? Gremlin. The Kodak Black. But anyway, that's what he used to push his album. You feel what I'm saying? So it caught a lot of attention because it was fire. He did a lot of name dropping.
Right, for sure.
And look at the album. The album is definitely going to be nominated for one of these album of the years. It has
calling
to be. I'm calling you.
Calling.
It's definitely got to be a nomination because the boy is putting all his energy into it. Every track, it's the same Gates shit. You're going to have a lot of uniqueness, you know what I'm saying? You ain't going to hear Gates music from normal artists.
Right.
He's definitely a standout artist when it comes to when he's ready to drop.
Right.
So I let it ride for two spins. You know what I mean? It's fairly new.
Right.
Shout out to him because he got 19 tracks on the album.
Yeah.
He's ready to do some touring with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So shout out to that.
I actually got a chance to see him in Denver.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, you sure did.
Yeah.
You sure did.
Dope ass show, man.
So he know how to rock a show live?
Yeah. For sure, man. People love him out there. Then you know he been on his super spiritual.
Yeah. And shout out to that because he got in trouble, right, years back for an incident that happened at a show. Yeah. You know, fans can get over aggressive. They can do certain things, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to him for bouncing back, going through his what he went through, coming back out, bouncing back, still recording music, still giving out good live shows. Right. That's what it's about. He knows he's an entertainer. He did entertain. You feel me? Right. Shout out to that. French Montana. Montega. That's his new album, Montega. It's definitely going crazy. Just some notable tracks off of that. Kind of Girl, featuring Rick Ross. They knocked it out the park.
That's what's up.
They always had a vibe, you know what I'm saying, since they've been recording together. They knocked that one out the park. Yeah. Higher, that's another one of his tracks. And one thing I like about French, he does the sample work. So a couple of these beats, they got some good samples on them. Right. He's knocking them out the park. For sure. You feel me? He got a fairly new interview with $1 billion worth of game. They pulled up to his crib. The boy's living in it. He don't call it a mansion. He call it a museum. So, you know what I mean? It takes grind. He grinded. He got his money up. He's still doing music. I'm shouting you out. Montega.
Shout out to that, man.
It's a lot of good tracks on there. And one more that I want to point out, or a few more, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The Lobby Boys. Right. The Lobby Boys. So Mano and Jim Jones, they teamed up and they released the album called The Lobby Boys. And one of their notable tracks on that Slide, featuring Fabio Foreign. Shout out to Fabio. He got a new album called The Bible. It's called Bible, not The Bible. It's just called Bible. It's going crazy. He got plenty good features on it. Y'all go check that out. Bible, but they making a wave with this Slide track. Right. And they performing and you know what I mean? Yeah. It's some drill rap, but not all drill rap is bad rap. We're gonna tap in a little bit of that too. But
right. You can tell they having fun with it.
Yeah, they having fun with it. You see what I'm saying?
They got a few sample records on there too.
Yeah, they do.
Well, actually, that's the majority of it.
Majority is sample, but one of my favorite tracks on here that sample is called No Bobby V. And it's the Bobby Valentino sample. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's going crazy. It got Fabulous on there, so it's Jim Jones, Fabulous, Mano. Shout out to Davies, he's all over the album too. But Lobby Boys, you know what I'm saying? They came out with a hot one for the summer. It's gonna rock for the whole summer. And your boy Drake dropped a new album.
Drizzy.
Talk about that, Pop. What Drake got going on?
Man, so At first, I was skeptical to even listen to the album. You know what I'm saying? I like to hear people's opinion of it. Yeah. I don't want to form an opinion based off what other people say, but they will persuade me to listen to it. And I'm going to be honest with you. The only reason I listen to it is because I know we was going to talk about it.
Yeah. Definitely. The world was going to talk about it.
Yeah.
It starts off with the name.
Right.
Honestly, never mind.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
What's that about? Well, yeah.
And, they was clowning him. They say he's the king of terrible artworks.
As far as his project
album covers.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like this one. This shit is like...
Right. This shit is like,
come on, man. It ain't interesting at all, but...
Right. But I gave it a spin, man. I gave it a shot. Of course, everybody know he released this in the dance category, not the actual hip-hop category.
Right.
And I gave it a spin. It's not a bad album, man.
It's not.
It's not a bad album, but I will say it's not for me.
That's what you can say.
I feel like, everybody keeps saying it's elevator music, but I could definitely see them playing this at like a brunch spot or, I don't know, some type of event.
Yeah, I mean,
know what I'm saying? It's a happy, uplifting album.
Yeah.
The beats, you can tell, like, it's made for like a club venue. Some of the songs got very long pauses.
Yeah.
Where it's just music playing.
Yeah.
I just don't know where in my life I would play it.
See, it's a New Jersey based sound. It's a sound that kind of originated in New Jersey. Right. Like you said, it's like a Jersey Shore type of bounce vibe, and it's a wave. It's a wave of what Drake can do. We gotta realize he's not just a rapper. He's a full entertainer. He a pop star. He a rapper. He a singer. He's an actor. You gotta realize he came out with the Degrassi before he started rapping. So the boy been an entertainer.
Right.
This is just another branch of what he was doing.
Right.
When we first started the pod, Bray used to clown me because I used to like all his London-based sounds.
Yeah.
Remember, he tapped into that bag.
Exactly.
When he was in...
he collabed with a lot of London artists.
He did. He collabed with a lot of London artists.
He definitely touching a whole nother side of the world.
Man, he got a different diagram of what he's doing. It's like when he's ready to tour and he's ready to put some shows together, he's definitely out the country jumping with this music. And it ain't like Pop said, it ain't bad music. It's just unfamiliar. So I'm gonna give it a few more spins just to see if I can tap in. I heard a few tracks. Everybody liked the one he got with 21 Savage at the end.
Yeah.
It sounds more familiar what people like, but you just gotta open up your ears a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It might not be for you, but it's another wave of Drake.
Right.
Let it be great. Let him show how he's great.
And another thing I want to point out, I feel like if he takes that album and do all different beats to it, number one. It'll be a number one.
So you think it's the beats? You think it's the beats?
Like, cause you can tell how he rides some of them beats. It's like if they put a snare right here,
right.
that shit gonna be
like, right there in the center.
Cause he really saying some shit now. I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan of him singing, but I do feel like there are better singers out here. Of course,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
So I don't know, man. I don't think it's a bad album, but it's probably not gonna get many spins for me. But I'm not gonna beat it in the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit gonna do numbers.
Yeah, it definitely is. So I gotta give a shout out to Baby. Lil Baby. Yeah, he dropped 2 new singles, you know what I mean? So it's alluding to he's gonna have another album out.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to that. You know what I mean?
It's about time.
It's about time.
Yeah, it's about time for him.
Is he heating up, but
yeah.
Any other new music you want to talk about?
I gotta mention that Chris Brown album, man.
Yeah.
And I kind of got a hot take. I think it's still early in the game for him. He like 33 maybe?
Maybe 33, yeah.
33, 34. He's the best ever.
It's crazy.
He's the best artist ever.
You think so?
He's the best.
I say he's up there. I say it's an arguable statement, but he's in that round definitely.
He's better than Michael Jackson.
At what?
At everything.
I can't say that.
Everybody like,
I can't say that. He
doesn't seem better. He's better than him vocally.
I don't know.
Of course, that was a different sound. We got more technology now.
Yeah.
They're doing all type of shit in the studio as far as engineering your vocals and shit now.
Yeah.
He can dance better.
In some instincts.
But Mike was the king of his time.
Yeah.
It's kind of like NBA. Michael Jordan, LeBron.
There you go. And what I can say,
but LeBron is the best ever.
But they're the best at, okay, see, that's why it's an arguable statement. What I can say is Chris Brown is his own, like you got Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
You got Michael Jordan. You got, just name all the greats. They're their own greatness. Like Chris Brown has grown to be his own greatness. Like people are going to aspire to be Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
I wouldn't say he's like Michael like this. He's just his own great legend at what he is, an entertainer.
Right.
Chris Brown is definitely one of the GOATs.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? Greatest of all time. What he does. And he got a Drink Champs out and all that. He mentioned like Nori was like, so you think you be getting a lot of compliments of being the best dancer? Like, what do you think about that? He was like, I'm great at dancing, but I've seen people, and I'm paraphrasing, this is not exactly what he's saying. I've seen people who's definitely way better at dancing. You know what I mean? They put in that time and they do it. That's what they do. That's what they put their time into. But he said, I could rock the dance floor. I could go do 2 shows. You know what I'm saying? And come back and do a record that same night.
Right.
So he's saying he's just showcasing his greatness of doing a lot more stuff. You know what I mean?
He's the best at combining.
Of combining it all, yeah.
You know, there's other people, like there's dancers that basically dedicate their life to dance.
Yeah.
I feel like Chris Brown is dance and music.
Word.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
He's a piece of it all. And he tapping into the acting shit. Shout out to that.
Acting too.
And I gotta give him
he got some more shit coming too.
He definitely does. He's still like, it's crazy. He's been doing it so long, but he's still so young.
Right.
And shout out to him for bouncing back from his bad moments in the past.
Right.
There's been a few, but the big ones he overcame. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he's still here for us, for the culture, to show that, hey, there's more greatness to come. I see you, Breezy. Shout out to the album. It's called Breezy too.
Yeah, it's called Breezy. And shout out to him for, man, growing up in music.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He started super young, maybe what, 13, 14?
13, 14, yeah. Then he got that Joel Santana feature when he was 14.
Right.
They're running.
So you gotta understand, this man been in the game 20 years
already.
He got classic album after classic album. He got albums with 70 songs, 60 something songs on it.
Man, shout out to that.
And probably only 4 of them are mediocre. 50 track bang.
50 bangs. What you gonna do with them? How you gonna put them all out?
And this album has 22, I believe.
So to do that, you know you gotta be in the studio. You gotta touch that bitch every day. 24 tracks. I mean, the last album was what? 50 something or 70 something? The last one before that was 50 something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got that track on there. You like it what you see? Yeah. Featuring your boy Gunna, but shout out to Breezy for just keeping on with the keep on, bro. His fans love him because they know he come with music.
Right.
There's some artists that, damn, they ain't coming with the music. They got fans out here thirsty and hungry, but Breezy coming with it.
He coming with it.
Shout out to Breezy.
Consistently putting stuff out. And shout out to him for that warm embrace.
Yeah. Pop will be on there earlier.
Bro, that's a joint.
It is.
And the video is phenomenal.
It is.
I heard him talk about the guy that did some of the special effects in the beginning of the video. It's amazing, bro. It's a joint.
It definitely is, bro.
And another reason why I say he's the best of all time, bro. Music now doesn't last how music did back when Michael Jackson was.
Facts.
I feel like now, man, it's so saturated. It's so many artists dropping music. It's almost like, as great as this album is, 2 weeks and it's out of here.
And I think that's why he dropped so many tracks.
Right.
Because it's like
you just gotta keep hitting them with new stuff. New stuff.
So he got shit in the stash that is gonna be released differently. Like he might have a EP he throw out here, or you know what I mean?
Right.
Shit he thought for a soundtrack here because so much shit getting recorded.
Right. Exactly. Well, yeah, man. Shout out to him, bro. You definitely doing your thing, bro.
Yeah.
You definitely you the GOAT in my eyes. I don't see no wrong, bro. Musically, and I'm just taking the music for what it was worth.
Right.
Hands down, bro.
Hey.
He got it.
You gotta get them flowers the way they do. You know what I'm saying?
He got it, man.
He got it.
That shit crazy. Let's jump into this Verzus.
The Verzus.
Verzus.
Versus of the Versus.
Absolutely.
Who they got out here for the Versus,
man? They got Omarion versus Mario. And they kind of had like a pre-show. They had Pleasure P and Sammie on teams. And then they had Ray J and Bobby V on teams.
Word.
I honestly just thought, because I heard people talk about it, I thought it was just something they were thinking about.
Yeah.
I didn't know they was going to actually open up the show. But,
and that's just an attempt, but I'm throwing in different shit to keep the verses kind of sparked off, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that teamwork was a different element that he threw into just keep the shit refreshing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give my take on Verzus. Just because you have hits,
right,
don't mean you're gonna win.
It don't.
Let's start with the pre-show.
Yeah.
Pleasure P was banging them niggas across the head.
He's a real deal singer.
And talking shit while he was doing it, bro.
Real deal singer, for real.
Man, him, Pretty Ricky, they got so many joints. I'm gonna tell you something else.
What?
You gotta cater to the women as an artist.
You do.
I'm finna start.
Boyfriend number 2.
Capture them women and they gonna take you.
Yeah.
They gonna take you places you never thought you could go. Man, the way the crowd erupts when he drops on them joints, like that hotline.
Oh yeah.
Man,
that shit was crazy. They were doing their thing at their time. That's early high school for us. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Pretty Ricky was doing their thing.
I definitely think him and Sammie won that easy.
Yeah.
It was good to see Sammie back out here performing.
He can sing too.
Yeah, he definitely he did his thing vocally too.
Yeah.
Now on the flip side, Ray J, Bobby V had a couple joints, but man, cats old, man. Cats 42 and shit.
Straining to do their thing. Straining to still be physical out there and be moving around. You know how they used to be moving around? They moving around. You seen Ray J.
The nigga had a loose ass 5X tall tee cut off with the air.
Yeah, with the air pocket right there. Omarion had a big ass 3X, 4X t-shirt on too.
Hell yeah. Sammie had a fucking leather tank top on. But Bobby V had a couple good performances.
Yeah.
Probably some of my favorite was when he got on the piano, the anonymous joint.
The anonymous track was fire. He always made sure, I'm sure every time he do a show, they ask for that anonymous joint because he gonna rock that one. That's one of his hits for real. Other than that slow down shit, that anonymous shit.
Slow down.
Yeah.
So the slow down joint. I was telling Bray, man, the monotone that his verse is in makes it not a good performance record. Cause like he moving around, so it's like he got energy, but you gotta.
You gotta spike that shit down a little bit until you get to the end.
When you get to the hook, it sounds beautiful.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
And you ready? I don't like the way he did the fucking like a cop.
Yeah, the Wayne shit.
I don't like the way he performed it. They had a live band up there that was interacting with the actual track. It was just off.
And you know that come with him bullshitting through the sound checks, probably shit.
Probably. Well, I don't even think they got one.
You know what I'm saying?
They just did a sound check for
the main people. Yeah. So it can't happen like that. But
and that Blackberry Molasses.
Yeah, that's fire too. That's a fire track from Bobby V too. And his what the group used to be called?
I honestly don't know.
Shit. It was a group. It was a group with Bobby V in it that they made that track, and it was called something.
And then Ray J.
The clown, he was out there clowning.
He was drunk as shit.
Yeah, that's what it was. He had that liquor in him.
Vocally, he was awful.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't no way around it, bro. He
wasn't that awful.
He was right. Yeah, I mean,
apple left out in the dry, bro.
He tried to apologize, blame it on his son. I was holding my son, man. I missed the note, man. I heard it too. Y'all heard it. I heard it too.
Holding on that liquor too much. That's what it was.
On that liquor, bro. He bringing out niggas ain't nobody even heard before. And one thing I'll say is it was too many niggas on stage with microphones.
Yeah, that's something you gotta clear up too.
All four of them talking shit and D-Ray trying to host it.
Yep. Too much input. Everybody giving that too much input. Like, y'all go sit down somewhere and let the main artist be the main artist. And I'm glad they chose these two artists because they came up in the same era. Like, they was doing their thing at the same time. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Mario dropped that shit with my boy. Shout out to RP to Biz Markie. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga Pleasure came out there like 50, nigga. That nigga probably about 230. But as far as Omarion and Mario, again, going back to what I said, just because you have hits don't mean you're gonna win.
That's a fact.
I damn near got Mario 17-3.
Damn. You know,
like Omarion vocals were awful.
It was all over the place. I seen Mario capturing the females that was lined up right there in the front, singing all his shit.
He had them.
Flowing with him.
But he was doing that on songs that weren't even popular.
Yeah.
He had a few, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But his performance was so good. Even the way his performance songs were mixed.
Exactly.
And then Omarion was singing over his tracks a lot of the time.
Yeah. Mario was singing it outright.
Yeah. Straight, like, you know what I'm saying, instrumental.
Yeah.
And he was giving directions.
Yep.
He was, hey, turn my vocals up on stage. And then he'll just keep going.
Well, what you think that's an account of? It's an account of him still out there performing live.
Yeah. Still
booking shows and performing them bitches live and still staying up on top of his game.
For sure.
Maybe Omarion was tapping into something else. He probably tapping into a bag still, but not that performance and not that musical bag.
See, he's more of a performance artist though. He gonna give you the choreography.
Definitely.
He gonna pull the Timbs out from You Got Served.
Yeah. I mean,
He gonna pull the watermelons out and him and his brother pulled 2 watermelons out
and started doing that with the fans.
He was losing.
And had the females eating the watermelon in the front. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Trying to fill in that space where his heart used to be, trying to put a heart back in there. Where the icebox is.
That shit crazy. I think Omarion got battered and bruised.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
Shout out to Mario. You know what I'm saying? And rest in peace to Biz Markie. You know what I'm saying? Because he came out on fire with Just a Friend. Yeah. Omarion came out fire too, and then he made that B2K movement. So that's why the matchup was good. They was all part of the culture we grew up in.
For sure.
They were doing their things while they was young kids, and now see how they doing with the verses. So shout out to another good verse that they put together.
Yeah.
It was definitely dope.
It did crazy numbers too.
Yeah. And the next one y'all can look forward to is the Juelz Santana, you feel what I'm saying? Versus who? From Rockefeller.
Damn, who did he just say?
Who did he say he going up against? Your boy. What's your name?
Banks.
Nah, what's your boy used to be? What's your name used to be?
Memphis?
Yeah.
Who he want to go?
He want to go, it's Juelz Santana against Memphis Bleek.
Oh, shit.
That's the next, he wanted Banks. Juelz Santana wanted Banks. But they put the bag up for Bleek. Bleek was like, I want to do it. So
hey, on everything I love, boy.
Yeah.
He don't want to see Banks.
Nah, he don't. Now one don't want to see Banks.
He don't want to see Banks.
He don't want to see Banks, and Jim don't want to see Banks either. It was a little thing about Jim Jones and Banks going at it, but Banks got the verses for you. So don't sleep on Banks. When he come out and play, he gonna play. Shout out to Jim. Jim got him too. Shout out to Joel, whatever. But Banks want to get out there and play too. But let's see what he gonna do. He probably gonna tap one of them.
Yeah, exactly.
But y'all can look forward to that Memphis Bleak, Joel shit.
Right.
We're gonna see how that play out. You know what I mean?
And let's stay hopeful for Chris Brown doing one with somebody. But
hopefully Usher. I want to see Usher.
I don't know. I mean, nobody stands a chance.
Yeah.
If Usher want to do it, come get his ass whooping. You know what I mean?
Breezy probably the winner out of that.
The only one that makes sense to me is Drake. But then they were saying it's not really the same genre. But
Drake could get into that.
Only one.
Yeah. But I say Usher. I say Usher before Drake.
He wiping anybody else.
I think Usher will be a better competition than he ain't wiping Usher. Because Usher got them. Oh my God. Usher got some shit you can pull out too.
If he performed that, he lost.
Nah, that's a banger.
Man, please.
OMG? You crazy.
Man, what, man?
That's a banger.
Gonna bang him over the head.
That's a banger.
How many times you listen to this shit?
A lot. Yeah, that OMG is a banger. That's back in
It's a banger. What is gonna bang with?
He was one of them joints. Chris Brown got over there. I still got Brown winning this shit. Let's not be confused. Like he said, that motherfucker gonna come on top. Anyway, bro.
I agree with you. That's probably the closest to
that's the closest. Yeah,
as far as singing and dancing, because they both gonna do choreography.
It'll be a better show. It'll be a better versus, presentation. Like to see them both out there hitting a few moves. You know, Chris got that too.
Right,
but we'll see. As far as the verses, you know what I mean? Shout out to Verzus.
Yeah, shout out to Verzus. Shout out Timberland and Swiss, man, still making that shit happen.
Yeah.
Let's jump into topic I kind of came up with.
Yeah.
It's been on my mind lately a little bit.
A lot of bit.
Top 5 baddest women in the game right now. And this could, they could be older. It's just kind of like top 5 favorite women in the game right now.
Just right now, you know what I mean? There's a lot. That's a broad amount of females we could choose from.
Right.
It's a broad playing field, but
exactly.
We're just gonna do it. It's entertaining us right now. You know what I mean?
And we it's mainly based off looks.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? We kind of incorporating what they do as well.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Just pure sexiness. Baddies.
Baddies.
That's what we're going for.
Yeah. So we're gonna go back and forth with it. Pop gonna name one, fella gonna name one. Just going back and forth with it. No, 5 at a time.
Bet.
Who you shooting at me first, man?
Man, I got a crazy line. I really got 5 and a possible. Man, number 1, bro.
Number 1.
I gotta go with Malika Andrews.
Ooh.
She's phenomenal.
Malika.
For those of you that don't know who she is, she's a sports analyst for the NBA. Man, she's beautiful, gorgeous, long curly hair, tall, slim, beautiful teeth. I'm a teeth guy. That smile is gonna do something to me. I enjoy good, fair skin.
Facts. She definitely got that.
She don't really wear a ton. Anybody on TV gonna wear makeup, but
she definitely got to wear it for the show and shit.
Yeah,
she got
it ain't overdone. Some people get it overdone,
right?
And 2, man, I just like to see her in her professional setting.
That's important.
That's something else.
That's important.
The way she talks, the way she speaks about women's rights.
That's important, my G.
Man, she's amazing, man. She's definitely one of my top 5 easy. Probably number 1. These aren't in a particular order, but she up there, dog.
Shout out to that. I like it too.
Malika Andrews. Tap in.
I like it too.
I feel like she a sleeper.
I like her too.
Man.
Now, since he went into his Malika bag, I'm going to go into one of my favorite analysts' bag. Her name is Charlie Arnold. You feel what I'm saying?
Bet.
She's a baddie. Now, She's a co-host on First Take.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? And she also she came from hosting wrestling, so she was on the WWEs and
I know that.
all that. Yeah, that's where she started at. She started from hosting wrestling and came over to the ESPN, got her ESPN bag on, but she's just phenomenally beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You can gaze into her eyes and get lost.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I like what you said. She looks great in her work setting. You think what I'm saying? Her professional look is off the chain. You can tell she got some savvy about her. Her body's tight. She does the she's a fitness guru. So she's not overly in the weight room crazy, but she stays fit. She gives that encouragement to, you know what I'm saying, other females. Just like the girl who you just named. They both they display their confidence. I mean, with being on TV all day and then being a host and being on ESPN, which is a male-dominant sports. Like, sports is male-dominant. You know what I mean? So you're basically talking to guys every day because we're the ones watching this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And again, you know, she's not WNBA, she's NBA.
Yeah. But, Charlie Arnold, shout out to her. You one of my top 5 right now, girl.
Yeah.
I come across you, I got to get a couple words in with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got
a few words and maybe we can work a brunch.
We definitely got dialogue. You know what I mean? That's a good one, man.
Man.
My second one, again, this is no particular order. It's her.
I like that. Look, because I was going back and forth with one too, and I went, look, mine's is next. It compares with her. She got it.
She's gorgeous, man.
She got it.
But one thing about her, man, I think it's her ability to sing, her ability to play instruments.
Yeah.
Her confidence level being so young.
Ooh, you doing that shit on purpose, ain't you? You know what I'm saying? Her ability.
No pun intended.
Her that, yeah.
No pun intended.
It's definitely about her.
It's crazy, man. She's her skin. Shit just glows, man.
Yeah, it do.
I like her style, the way she dresses. Yeah. You know, she's
real stylistic, yes, right.
What's a good word for it? She's not very revealing with the type of clothing she.
She to me, she gives off a vintage look. Vintage always keeps some vintage frames on. She got the hair.
It's a mystery,
it's a mystery. Yeah, like you want to. It's definitely right. It's a mystery within her. Like, what is it about her,
right,
that we like? You feel what I'm saying? She keep you thinking. And her music is like that too. Like,
right,
you never know what she gonna hit you over the head with.
Right. And I like her story behind why she wears shades.
Okay, what's her story?
So the story is she didn't want people to like her for what she looked like.
Ooh.
She wanted people to pay more attention to the music and what she sounds like.
Artistry, yeah.
So I like that aspect, man. Beautiful smile.
That's dope.
She just seemed like how I always talk about Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
She just seemed like her personality is so cool, man. I really think I could vibe with her.
Mm-hmm.
If I ever land a girl that sings that well, like, I'm all in.
She gotta sing like her, right?
She's like, man, she I don't know. Just hearing her music and how smooth it is, it just does something to it. It adds to the whole package.
I definitely give 2 thumbs up for her too, because she's top 5. She definitely in somebody's top 5 list today. You know what I'm saying?
And she dates Jaylen Brown from the Celtics.
He got one there. He got one. Shout out to her. But just to bounce off of that, for her, like, when I think of her, I think of this girl, because they could get mixed up in the group, in the crowd. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
Now, this girl right here, and another thing I like, she around my age group, so she really, she got a lot of tricks she can put out. That bag of tricks she got a lot up her sleeve. And I'm rocking with it. And it's SZA. You feel what I'm saying? She is totally, like, she's a brown goddess. She got that deep brown skin.
Yeah.
It's something mysterious about her too.
Yeah.
It's like when I think of her and I think of sexual thoughts, it's the role playing. She look like she could role play.
Yeah.
Good. You feel me? All these girls we naming, they're real confident. So her confident girl, you know what I'm saying, just all about what she wants to be about, what she portraying. So is SZA. Right. When you see her looks on the red carpet, they different. You know what I mean? She got a different kind of mystique about her.
Right.
I'm rocking with her music.
Yeah.
Like I said before, she's confident. She defends herself. They dope. They top 5. SZA top 5. Sure. You know what I mean? She came out of a quiet town. I think, she's from Indiana. So, no, my bad, excuse me. SZA's from St. Louis. She's from St. Louis, so she a Midwest girl, but she doing her thing now, and she looking good while she doing it. So I gotta throw her that tag for the top 5 of mine right now.
Sure.
You feel?
For sure. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to SZA.
Shout out to that.
Think that's a good one too.
Shout out to that.
And her music adds to hers as well.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
My next one, man. Houston, Texas on Jilly.
Oh
man, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce her last name because I think I'm saying it wrong. Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Yeah, that's the really
man.
That's her though, Jilly. Yep, that's her.
Beautiful.
She got it.
Gorgeous.
Jilly got it.
Her skin is crazy too.
Yeah, and shout out to her for her YouTube. I mean, her she started off on the YouTube shit, right?
I'm not sure.
Was she a personality just for doing the skits and shit? I think she came out on the shit.
Definitely tapped into that.
Okay, okay. That's why I really remember her from doing the skits, but she made a presence known on that.
Yeah, I don't know what she got famous for, but
Watson sure did catch some attention to her.
Yeah. But yeah, man, she's gorgeous. She's tapping into the music now. She got a couple joints. She definitely performed. She got a couple music videos out. She got some cookbooks out. She does a lot of different things, man.
Yeah, shout out to Jilly.
She's beautiful. She's I don't know, man. I don't really have. I wouldn't say she was thick. Jilly more slim,
more fits, like slim fit.
I would think her, Malika, and Jilly is kind of slim.
Yeah.
Her is probably the thicker one of those three.
Exactly.
But it ain't all about that, man. So y'all girls getting all these BBL.
Yeah, you don't really need too many of those Brazilian butt joints. You know what I mean?
Shit, goddamn.
It ain't about the Brazilian butt lift. It's about your man lifting your confidence in your whatever you got. Just like my next one. She ain't got the BBL. She don't need it because she's already doing her thing out there. She moving around. She got plenty of fans. And she's making the skinny girls look great. It ain't a slim thick. It's a skinny and slim version. This is the type of field she in. She got all these skinny girls making it this pop. They popping.
Yeah.
But you gotta have the confidence with it. She confident in her skinny look.
Yeah.
And it's Coil Ray. I got a little thing about Coil Ray. You know what I'm saying? Bray, no? What's up, Bray?
He head over heels. He head over heels.
I'm gonna tell you, man, like, she just got those pretty braces off her teeth. You know what I'm saying? I love girls who get the braces because they got some. They want their image to be. You know what I mean? It's self-care.
Yeah, for sure.
More self-care is the best. It cures your self-doubt.
Right.
It raises your level of everything. You know what I'm saying? Your shyness is away.
Right.
And she got a sweet little thing about her that I like.
Yeah.
But nah, she really, you know what I'm saying? She's bringing skinny girls back.
Yeah.
Because like my boy was saying, too many of this fakeness had you down in the gutter.
Right.
Just think about years later when that lift drops again.
Right.
You gonna have to go back you gotta go to Brazil again? See, that's just one thing about Coil Ray, you know what I mean? She's confident and she's definitely gonna tap in the movie soon. Believe it. Cause her personality is so dope. You know what I mean? And like we were saying, everything ain't about the Brazilian butt lift because one day it's gonna drop and you're gonna have to lift it again. I mean, she just worked with what she got. And shout out to her. I like her. She got a lot of fans, and she's definitely dope with the fashion.
Right.
She be wearing some shit that make you want to zoom in.
Man.
You feel? So now, it's she definitely top 5. She represents for the skinnies, and she's looking. You know, she having fun doing it. So shout out to Coyle Ray.
Shout out to Coyle Ray.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about her.
I know it.
But like you said, it's like shit, when you got a thing for somebody, it's just a thing. Sometimes you can't really identify what it is.
It's a fact. It's just a thing.
I just want to put my hands on you, know what I mean?
Want a close up.
Gotta squeeze you one time.
You dig? A hug and a conversation.
For sure. My 4th spot, I'm gonna have to go with Ruby Rose.
Man, you took that out of my mouth, man. So it's gonna have to be both of our 4. We just gonna have to talk about her because she's definitely in my top. So we just gonna have to go back and forth.
Man, she's another one.
Heartthrob.
I seen an interview with her too. She's gorgeous.
She is, man. Naturally,
she had an interview saying she ain't had no work done.
Naturally.
Again, beautiful teeth.
Yeah. Yeah.
She got a little more of a pocket though.
Oh, she got that pocket. She got a little weight back there.
Yeah, she got that.
She got that weight.
Thing.
She could twerk that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She could twerk it. She could throw it a little bit.
I like the way she talk too though.
Yeah, she got that nice deep. Where's she from? She from Atlanta?
I don't know if she's from Atlanta. I think she moved out here.
Okay.
But she actually went to high school with a guy that I know.
Wow.
So,
what was it? High school in Georgia?
High school, yeah, in Atlanta.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, she's gorgeous.
Shout out to Ruby, man.
She's gorgeous.
She doing the music shit.
Yeah. That shit just helps the music career though.
It does. It does. And she loves being in front of the camera, and the camera loves her. Right. She got a lot of, you know what I mean? She get a lot of views just from that. So continue doing your music, girl. You popping now, your name out there. Just, you know, if I run across you, just, you know what I mean? Pause a couple minutes for a combo and I got you. I'm gonna spit some shit at you and just, you know,
for sure.
See if we can keep that going. But
for sure,
she definitely a rose out there that I want to rub. she a ruby rose. I want to rub.
She a flower you want to smell?
She definitely a flower I want to smell. You dig? I'm gonna get some nectar out of that. She a flower I want to get some nectar out of. So shout out to Ruby Rose. She both were off for us. You know what I mean? Yeah. I seen her popping early on with the video, and she was with the Bad and Bougie video. That was her first joint. I seen her on the scene with that. Yeah. I said, who was that? I'm thinking she's just a video girl, but from video vixen to singer to motherfucking full throb with it on the net with her views up.
Baddies.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And Fashion Nova loves her too. She jumping that Fashion Nova and go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, shout out to Ruby Rose.
Yeah, shout out to her, man.
Yeah.
So
let me throw one at her.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna hit y'all with an uppercut. So I like this girl. She's out of it's not in the US. We going to Manchester, United Kingdom.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So she tours all around the world. She knows how to rock a show. Her name is IMDDB. If you ain't heard of her, if you ain't tapped in, go look her up. IMDDB. That's her stage name. That's her internet name. That's her everything name. Yeah. She's a singer out of the UK. Like I said, she's Manchester based.
Is that the girl Shy just put me on?
I'm not sure.
She got short hair?
She changed it up. Short, long. She got her, like, she's fierce. You dig what I'm saying? She's well spoken. Like all these girls, like I told you, they confident as hell. And she definitely portrays that. She got plenty songs to rock with. I don't even know where I started following that. I don't even know where I heard her music and all that from, but I'm definitely messing with her. She's a nice brown skin girl. Is that who he was talking about?
Nah.
Oh, somebody else. Yeah, she right with it though.
She's smooth.
Yeah, she's smooth. Shout out to IMDDB. She's been doing her thing for a good amount of years, maybe a decade so far, or close to that.
Right.
But she definitely in my top 5. Y'all go tap in with her. Because her personality is wild too.
Right.
IMDDB, baby.
That's what's up.
She remind me of a Spice Girl. That's what she remind me of, but just a more intense, better artist. You know what I mean? Because she really could perform, she really could sing, she really do her thing. Really got that pop music strong.
Right. For sure.
I guess that's a category you can put it in. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's the London-based sound. It's the UK sound. It's that, it's that kind of sound. Yeah. But she, it's the Doja Cat type of vibe. Like, right. That's what she on. Yeah.
I got you. That's what's up. That's dope. Shout out to her, man. Yeah. IMDb. Yeah. I'm gonna tap in. I wasn't really familiar with her.
I know. Y'all tap in. IMDb.
You be having some gems. So for my fifth spot, really, let me do my honorable mention. Yeah. So my honorable mention is Drea.
If I got an honorable mention, that's her too. My bad, go ahead. That's my honorable mention too. Goodness gracious. Go ahead.
She's a dime.
Man, naturally too.
And the only reason I didn't put her in my top 5 because I would think she would be in Braid's top 5.
Okay, yeah.
If he was here to do it.
Yeah, definitely will be.
I just kind of wanted to throw somebody unique in there. All right, so for my fifth one, this girl is an artist, musical artist. And I'm not sure exactly where she's from, but she from overseas somewhere. Right. She kind of got that London, UK / reggae type sound.
Yeah, so she like my girl IMDb. She got that other vibe, yeah.
Exactly. And forgive me if I say her name wrong. Shensia.
Oh, she's Jamaican. Shout out to my girl Shensia. She's from Jamaica. Beautiful. That's who you rolled with? That's who you hit me over the head with, man. What? So I might have to rearrange my list because she definitely on that motherfucker. Golly. Ooh, speak on the girl, man.
Man, she got, it's weird. She got a different face structure.
Nah, that shit beautiful though. Yeah.
Her body is crazy.
Yeah, she definitely fit with it.
Man.
I know you love her accent.
I like the accent.
Yes, rude boy.
You really get to see her a little bit in that song she did with Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course, they were doing all the extra shit with the wigs and shit, but she glowed up.
She glowed up, definitely.
She a dime for sure.
She got a song on Yo Gotti's new tape. When she come in doing her rap and shit. And one thing about her, she can really rap for real. She got bars for real.
Yeah. Her funk flex is hard as shit.
Yes, I was just about to say. She got a funk flex, and I'm thinking she might have an LA leaker too. I gotta see. Okay. But I know she got a couple live freestyles where she was fucking them shits up. Yeah. That's a good pick, bro.
For sure.
I forgot to mention her.
Shensia a dime.
Shensia a dime piece. You dig what I'm saying? Jamaican dime piece. She came over here hard. She came over here doing things. She gonna be around for a long time.
For sure.
She definitely made her mark well known. Shout out to that. I love that pick.
For sure, man.
Yeah, and I'm gonna brush mine up. My last pick is number 5. It's a West Coast goddess. You know what I'm saying? I've been rocking with her for a while.
Yeah.
Mixed breed, pretty high yellow chick. A singer. She came out. She was a backup singer for Macy Gray. So she was part of that movement. And then she just broke away her own. Shout out to Paloma Ford. She's also a fashion model. So she's a singer / model / songwriter. You dig what I'm saying? Right. She holding it down for the West Coast. She's definitely a baddie. She pushing P over there. Yep. Paloma Ford. That's one of my dimes, man.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We FaceTime every once in a while. We catch up.
Stop the cap sauce.
Nah, it's a little cat, but nah. She definitely have a show in Atlanta anytime soon. I'm going to check that out. I'm rocking with Paloma. So shout out to Paloma Ford. That's my top.
Oh yeah, man. I was looking at her page the other day while I'm making this list, and I was like, "What? She deserved to be in there."
She deserved it.
I felt like you were gonna put her in yours.
Yeah, she's definitely in mine. But nah, that's
man.
That's the baddies of the time right now. We just showing light on them. There's plenty more. So if you got your own opinion, you got your own list, put it together. But that's ours, and they definitely could get a spot on the mindset couch. We can interview all
anytime. You know what I mean?
You dig?
For sure, man. For sure.
We spinning back around the time to the mindset moment. you know, with all the episodes from here moving forward, we're going to have a mindset moment where we just shed light on a big, I can say situation or a big or a view on something we just want to spotlight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So our mindset moment this time around is entertainment and entertainers and their influence. You know what I mean? Why they should move around with security. You dig? Especially the rappers and the pros and cons of their social media influence. You know what I mean? Why out of the million views that they get, why they should portray a different message, or maybe the message that they are portraying is good. So I just want to lead off with let's just lead off with the rappers, man, because it's a lot going on when it comes to how they moving around. You know, they got a spotlight on them all the time, show to show, from vacation crib to vacation crib. The fans, they just want to tap in with them so bad, and they seen them around. Like they might post up, just did a show in downtown Sacramento. There's gonna be kids out there in Sacramento or just on the West Coast that wanna get involved with their movement. You know what I mean? Wanna pull up to their favorite rapper and see what's going on. And it's also bad comes with that. Right. Because if you're a rapper and you place your location, or they see you doing a show somewhere, they ain't really favoring your how you move. Right. They pulling up with trouble. They might try to rob. Or they might try to, you know what I mean?
We've seen it.
Make their case be known, whatever it may be. You just gotta be more careful how you move. Right. That's why I think, just like when you think of the movie stars, right? The top movie stars, you're not gonna see them moving around without security. Right. And most of the time when they do move around, they're in and out of places. So I got something to do at this spot. I'm going right in there, doing what I gotta do. When I come out, I'm taking pictures with fans, I'm signing autographs, but I'm in my car and I'm out. Right. See, rappers, we want to get around, and I'm just saying we because, you know, that's the culture we represent, the hip-hop culture, just the rap culture. Right. They want to, after the show, they want to kick it with either friends or fans, or they just want to be in that spot, soak up the spotlight, and just move around like that without no major security. And if you're a six-figure artist, you part of a label, or you got somebody backing you, or you know what I'm saying, you really popular out there, you want to have security. For sure. You definitely do, man. I just got to give my condolences and just wish you well to Lil TJ, you know, upcoming artist from the Bronx, doing this thing, been on the road with Fabio Foreign, been moving around with a lot of people. R.I.P. to Pop Smoke, that was his boy before he passed. Right. But he just got shot. Thinking it was after one of his shows, he was moving around New Jersey. Right. And he's going through it right now. So, you know, I just want to shed a light on just moving around. Right. Yeah, man.
So we just got news that Lil TJ might be paralyzed.
Yeah, man.
Well, from like was the waist down, or
I'm thinking this. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like, because they said he was shot multiple times in his chest area. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's paralyzed right now. But as far as everything else, I think in one of the little sentences it said that he was able to move his leg, or maybe a ligament, a toe, or something like that. But he's just really fighting for his stability and fighting for his life right now. Right. You know what I mean? And it's just protection, man. It's just when it's easy access to get to you. Who knows what people got on their mind? Look what happened with the comedy show with Dave Chappelle. Somebody ran on stage. It's like it's getting crazy, and it's all getting caught on camera. You know what I mean?
I think first and foremost, we gotta pay attention to the influence that we have as far as artists, rappers, music, personalities, or whatever. Be aware of the influence you have. Be aware of the content that you put out. Facts. And I'm not saying Lil TJ put bad music out, because I'm really not super familiar with him. Right. But these are things that, whether you know it or not, kids are looking at and hearing. All your fans are looking at and hearing. And I always say this: you don't get to pick who you're a role model to. That's a fact. People be like, I ain't no role model, bro. Don't follow me. But it's a kid somewhere that looks up to you, that wants what you have.
This is definitely real.
And there's haters out there that want the same thing. So, like you said, they posting their location where their shows and stuff gonna be. they pulling up on them, bro.
Yeah.
They trying to cause an issue. They want what you got. They want to rob you, take what you work hard for, whatever. So you definitely got to be smart, man. You got to move with security. You got to find better things to invest your money in.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we keep investing in liabilities.
Yeah.
When really we probably should be investing more in our security and the way we moving around to protect ourselves and our entourage.
That's exact. Oh, and speaking of entourage, you don't really get to pick who your entourage touches in the wrong way. Also,
right?
You feel what I'm saying? Like, for example, your entourage might have something to say to somebody who's a fan of you, or might have something to say to somebody else's entourage. You know what I'm saying? They be like, "Oh, my homeboy, he doing this thing. Who gonna stop what I got to say? Ain't nobody I can say what I want to say. My man's shining." But really and truly, you might cause problem to your man by talking too much.
Right. You
got to realize who you there for, who you know what I mean, trying to support. Like, if you're a part of the entourage of a big artist, make sure you protect them and make sure you there. You know why you're there. You're there to support your guy. You ain't there to cause trouble. You know what I mean? Just speaking on what Pop was saying about the content. Like, of course, you're going to push what you came in the game pushing. That's cool. But you got to find ways to grow. You got to give a big shout out to the Public Enemies. You know what I mean, for pushing their agenda. You got to give a shout out to, like we were just talking about Soul Food and talking about different groups and what they push. You know what I'm saying? Goody Mob, they definitely had a different agenda they were pushing.
Right.
You dig? You can't. Everybody ain't got to push gun talk, and everybody ain't got to push street talk.
Right.
Shout out to look at the Roots.
Right.
What people do. You remember that video back in the day? Saying we don't do what people do. They got their own comments. Shout out to comments. Shout out to. I'm just naming a few artists who wasn't scared to push what they wanted to talk about.
Right. Don't
fall into the category of I got to do it like this because this artist did it like this.
Right.
Nah, because it affects the culture. It definitely affects the culture. Right. So be mindful who's looking at your music. And then again, at home, as parents and as uncles, brothers, whatever, make sure your intake on what you're hearing is just what it is, entertainment.
Right.
These guys, because I'm just gonna say this artist because right now he in the spotlight, but Young Thug, right? His name is Young Thug.
Thanks.
That's not his government name. That's his entertainment name.
Right.
So everything you're hearing as the entertainer saying, it doesn't mean that it's real or doesn't mean that it's about you or got to be about them. Nah, he's entertaining the crowd.
Right.
Just like an actor's entertaining, just like a dancer's entertaining. We got to know that when we listening at home, as far as our kids and all that, what's really going on out there. We ain't got to follow the song because it's what's popping. No. Use this entertainment, but knowing what's real and what's not.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Being able to decipher
between the two. It's a lot of gun laws getting passed around, so a lot of people going to be out here walking around with guns freely.
Yeah.
But you got to know what you're using it for and what you're carrying it for. Protection, it ain't for the show, it ain't for this or that. If you want to do it for the fun, there's plenty of gun ranges you can go to.
Right.
You get it? True. Real shit. You got to move. We got to start moving better out here, man.
Right.
I mean, and just like we saying about the mindset moment, like the influence. The influence. You know what I mean? Like, we need more people pushing a positive message. And if not, don't be scared to push it yourself. There's so many platforms that's getting spotlights on them. Push a positive message, man, for somebody else.
Right.
Exactly. That's what I got to say about that.
One other thing I want to mention is the way that we glorify drama.
Yeah.
In hip hop. Well, I'm going to speak for my people because I just want to speak on what I see. Black people.
Yeah.
We glorify beef. So when we hear about a rapper that's either been shot or got in a fight or this rapper beefing with that rapper, the shit is gonna go viral.
It is, man.
Why? Why is it like that? Like,
it's why.
It's tons of people out here doing positive things in the community, and yet they get no love. You know what I'm saying?
The masses, man.
That shit just backwards.
Yeah.
And it's like social media drives that.
It does.
It drives it to the point where entertainers, especially young entertainers, they want to be a part of a beef or they want to be a part of drama.
Because it's what's being driven.
Right.
That's
it makes them popular.
Yeah.
So you might be more known for the beef rather than what you're doing good.
And that's sad.
And that's sad. Yeah, it's sad.
And they don't mind the masses who controlling these type of airwaves and stuff like this.
Right.
They don't mind you thinking that way because that's what they want to keep going on.
Right.
So don't be scared to jump out your comfort zone. And because when you pushing something good as far as good product, good music, good showmanship, good entertainment when it's as far as acting and all that, who's going to stop that? The more we keep pushing good, they're going to have to come back. They're going to have to rock with what you're rocking with what you're trying to portray. They'll throw the bag and tell you to do some dumb shit just for the money. And there's going to be plenty artists, plenty entertainers that do that.
Right.
But the good is going to outweigh the bad. The real good product is going to outweigh the dummies that's just doing it for the money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Just to speak on shows like Basketball Wives and Hip Hop Wives and all that type of shows where they want to see you fight every week and they want to see a fight happen.
Yeah.
We ain't got to be driven off of that. Because you go look at One Life to Live and one of all those shows, they sitcoms too, but they ain't fight driven.
Right.
You don't see fights all the time on that.
Exactly.
They taking what they could use from the culture and they pushing it how they want. They pushing their own agenda. We got to flip that.
Right.
We got the power to do that. We got enough viewers to do it regardless.
Exactly.
So it's just about standing on top of what you believe in and standing on top of what you're talking about.
Right. Exactly. So the Supreme Court has ruled, the Supreme Court and the Republicans have ruled against or outlawed, reversed, actually.
Yeah.
The case of
the
1973?
1973 Roe versus Wade case.
Yeah. They actually reversed the Roe and basically outlawing abortion in 11 states.
That's wild. Most of the states in the Midwest. So mostly the Midwest states. And they talk about they're trying to double that within the next couple of days and weeks, signing off petitions to reverse those.
They're trying to outlaw it nationwide. So they don't want anybody in the U.S. to have that say-so.
That say-so of aborting their child or not.
Right.
And just my quick thoughts on that, man. We spoke on it briefly in another episode, but now they still pushing the agenda. And it's like, I think that's wrong. Because I think females do need to have a say-so of ultimately what decision they want to roll with. You never knowing what's the reason for the abortion to happen anyway.
Right.
So if it's a few reasons as of sexual assault, as of can't take care of, you can't take care of a child that you're bringing into this world. You may not be physically able to bear a baby.
Right.
And you may not want to.
It's
so many reasons. Yeah, so I think I'm on that. So many females that die annually from pregnancy.
Right.
Like, you should be able to push your own.
Somebody we know died giving birth.
Yeah, definitely. A female I went to high school with. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to LaToya.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's things that happen. Everybody's body is different. So if you had children before and damn, my body ain't gonna act right, I know ahead of time and I don't really want to go through that process again. I made the decision with me and my significant other. We've talked it out. Everything else is right, but you want to physically remove it now, that should be your decision.
Right, exactly.
And they trying to speak for you now. I don't know what kind of agenda they pushing. I don't know what's their backstory, why they want to take it into this type of measures and rule it like this, but I'm totally against it. I believe that females should have a right. They should have the confidence to speak up if they want to make different sacrifices for, for their body in general.
Exactly. I personally know a girl, man, she came out this week and said she's pregnant. I don't know how far along she is, but she's basically saying that the baby has a condition where the heart is not growing or developing anymore.
Right.
So what do you do in that type of situation? Like, do you have an abortion while it's still time and that is still legal in our state, which is Georgia? Or do you run the risk of having a stillborn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or even having complications while having a stillborn.
Right.
Like, say you have complications and have the baby, and then months later the baby passes away because you already know the doctor told you that the heart wasn't going to grow.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's certain stuff that I don't think they even really played through their mind before they signed off on this.
Right. And then it's like, man, it's certain rights that we should have as human beings. And this is, how the hell can you reverse the Constitution?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, this shit is wild.
This is crazy.
I think women should have their own say so. It's their body. I don't believe it's like this in other countries.
No. And I
feel like in this country, we're always fighting our government.
Yeah.
Whether it be police or, the court system.
The court system, yeah.
It's like, we can't win for losing, bro. We always at a disadvantage.
We always marching. We always voting. We always speaking out. But that's just information they taking in and still making their own decisions on.
Right.
So what else is it going to take for us to change what's going on? Exactly. You know what I mean? Because it's either their way or the highway. And first they're saying, just with this, right? First the talks was, we need to lower the count of people in what's the
population control.
Population control, right? But if you're outlawing abortion, that's increasing the population. So do y'all have a certain agenda y'all want to run against babies as babies are getting older? Now y'all want to, you see what I'm saying? It's like they're trying to change the full picture of what's going on in general. Like, we just have to wait and see. But as far as what's going on now, keep fighting. If you're out there fighting against these laws, keep fighting. Keep writing, keep educating yourself. Females, keep your head up.
Keep voting,
keep the strength alive. I mean, you got male support. We support you without a doubt because we all came from a woman, and we all been raised. We all been babies before we all been raised. You know what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, I'm following their say so. That's what the Mindset crew got to say about that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's a touchy topic all around. But just know, like, we backing y'all to the fullest, ladies. You know what I mean? We know what family is about, and we know what family decisions are all about.
Right.
So if you got a choice to make, all I gotta say, if you got a choice like that to make as far as aborting your baby or not, just make sure you talk to somebody that really matters and somebody that can help you with that thought. And help you with that process, because it's not an easy one to take, especially when your body's involved, and especially when another human being is involved. So, I just say forget what the government is talking about and keep fighting.
Absolutely, that's all we can do, man. We've been fighting our whole life for shit, man.
Yeah,
gotta keep going. Flowers. Every episode, we take this time out to pay homage to somebody in and of the culture.
Yes, give them their flowers while they're alive. You hear me?
Absolutely, man. I'll go ahead and jump in. I want to give my flowers to a guy that beat the odds. A guy that's been in the music industry for years and years. I feel like he kind of get overlooked.
Okay.
I caught wind that he's never received a Lifetime Achievement Award for BET.
Wow. Is he due for one? You saying he's
due for one.
Okay.
And I would hate to see him pass without getting his flowers that he deserved. I want to give my flowers to Stevie Wonder.
Ooh.
The man is...
Shout out to Stevie, man.
The man has been everything for our culture. The man has beat the odds, like I mentioned earlier. The man is blind.
Yeah.
Like, that's an obstacle within itself. Being able to teach yourself these tactical things, playing the piano, playing instruments, you know what I'm saying? And it's sad that we don't even get the credit from our own people.
Yeah, like, of course, he's been well known since he came out.
Yeah.
Of course, you heard him at every barbecue you ever been to. You know, his music is everlasting. Yeah, memorable hits, everlasting music. And I want to say he has got a Lifetime Award before. I'm not sure what it was, but I'm sure he has one.
He got a different type of award.
Okay.
That he did get it kind of acknowledged.
But not like he needed to be.
Nah.
Yeah, shout out to Stevie. See, Stevie, like
he need a full tribute.
He do. He need a full. He do for one. He do for one. Full tribute. And then he's still here with us. He's 50 decades in of good music. You know what I mean? Still performing now. He still got that same kind of love and passion for the music. Right. You know what I mean? And he's not one of those artists like even Pop pointed out that he's blind, right? But when fans come up to him and they come around him, he embraces them.
Right.
I've never heard nothing bad that Stevie has rejected a fan or nothing like that.
Exactly.
Come on now, like just think about how frustrated you will get seeing a fan, but you can't see him and you're annoyed just by the goings of the industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He still takes time out and shows and give love back. So shout out to Stevie Wonder for sure. He's definitely he's one of the top guys that gets sampled in the game too. His music gets sampled a lot.
For sure.
So shout out to Stevie Wonder, man.
Shout out Stevie, man.
Yeah. And one of my guys now, my guy that I'm giving my flowers to, he's a pioneer of the game too. Been around for decades. Been in hip hop for decades. Some people say he is hip hop. It's so powerful that some people say when they name the guys of hip hop, his name comes up first.
Right.
I'm from the Bronx, New York. He represents the Bronx, New York well. The South Bronx. He represents the South Bronx well. You know what I'm saying? He even has a song called The South Bronx. The South Bronx. You dig? Arguably one of the first battle rappers in the game.
Right.
He seen a dude, a well-known MC, you dig what I'm saying, by goes by the name of Shan. He's a well-known MC that goes by the name of Shan. But he was listening to a track and he heard the artist say, "This is where it started, way back when." Mm-hmm. And he was like, "Nah, it started over here, way back when." And that was the first, like, it wasn't the first battle, but it was a memorable battle. And I'm talking about KRS-One. Got to give my flowers to KRS-One. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. The
Bronx's own, one of the founders of hip hop, one of the first guys to represent it.
Right.
Hip hop, higher infinite power healing our people. A higher infinite power that's healing our people. That's what really hip hop is. You know what I mean? He always talks positivity into negative situations when it comes to the culture.
Right.
He's always touring, sold out shows. Right. That lets you know what legendary music is all about. When you're still performing and you got sold out shows and you still making money off hits from back in the 80s.
Right.
You legendary.
Legendary.
He's an asset to our what we stand for.
Right.
And when you see him, you show love and he embraces you too. You know what I mean? Shout out to KRS-One. Always gonna be a legend.
For sure.
He is hip hop.
I've been seeing lately on social media, like, he's been embracing, like, younger artists. And
I love that.
Kind of just been showing love, man. So
yeah.
We definitely need more of that in the game. A lot of OGs taking them under their wing and just showing them the ropes, even if you're giving them business advice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
We need that type of shit because you don't never want to get locked into no contract, and especially when you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? We got cats that done been through the bad contracts.
Exactly.
So they just dropping knowledge on these cats, man. And salute to KRS for that, for sure.
I love that they still out here, like Pop was saying. If you new in the game and you getting plenty of money and you getting plenty of fame,
right? You
come across cats like that, tap him and holler at him.
Right.
He gonna have game to give to you and he ain't gonna charge you nothing. He wants to give you this, you know what I mean? To keep our culture strong. Yeah. KRS is one of them guys that wants to raise the youth into a positive mind frame, you know what I mean? Keeping our culture strong because it's culture vultures, like my man Dame Dash loved to say. It is culture vultures out of here biting from off our plate and making their own with it.
Right.
We can do that for ourselves. But it takes coming across the OGs like KRS-One and really acknowledging them and really wanting that feedback from them and really want to interact with them.
Right.
Shout out to both of the OGs we just named.
Exactly.
I love both of those. They deserve their flowers. Much love to you.
Exactly. And another New York song, K Slay.
K Slay. R.I.P. to the great K Slay. You know what I mean?
For sure.
The underground king. He really started the movement as far as getting the straight stunting magazines into the jail cells and into the places that people need. They need aspiration. You know what I mean? So he had the girls in the straight stunting magazines to the guys that's locked up, giving them something to smile about. He always kept the airways rocking.
Absolutely.
The mixtape game was crazy. He broke some of the craziest artists back in the early 2000s, late 90s.
I just remember too. He basically hosted the beef DVDs.
Shout out to that. Pop did put me on that. He did host the beef DVDs. You heard his name on the backdrops. Shout out to Smack DVD too. Right. But K Slay was definitely involved in anything he could be involved in with the culture, man.
Absolutely.
Street Sweepers Radio, he had that shit rocking for years at a time.
Right.
Like I just said, man, just for the DVDs, just for radio shows. He was the voice of hip hop for plenty of years and decades.
Right.
Chopped it up with all the OGs. They all show love to him.
For sure.
He just was an untimely death for him.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to him, and shout out to everybody that loves K Slay, because you forever gonna be a part of what we know is hip hop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there you have it, man. Another episode of the Mindset Podcast. We appreciate each and every one for rocking with us.
Definitely.
Do not forget to head over to MoShellPublishing.com. Get your merch.
Get the merch, man.
Mindset Podcast merch. Definitely, man.
And keep rocking with us. Feedback
with us.
Let us know what y'all want to hear from us next.
Exactly.
We got some interviews coming. Don't sleep on it. We got some more major content coming. It's the Mindset Crew, and we here with it.
You. My God.
We wrapped it up, Coach.
True to the game, I remain solid. They toot their nose up cause I don't fuck with everybody. Cause they really hiding demons deep off in their closet. I'd rather pull up to the bank and make a new deposit. I'm a product of the real cause I move in silence. Jones. To the game, I remain solid. They toot their nose up cause I don't fuck with everybody. Cause they really hiding demons deep off in their closet. I'd rather pull up to the bank and make a new deposit. I'm a product of the real cause I move in silence. Eternal poetry cause this shit is timeless. On this marathon forever I got different mileage. I'm steady gassing in the whip cause we on autopilot. Hey, and I'm feeling like a king. The persistence that it takes just to manifest a dream. With this pen I'm a scholar, don't holler at me. I'm really gifted with the words and I'm slaughtering beats. Pray to God that one day I get to be a father. I want a son but my heart a melt for a daughter. And I will not try to ball, I'm a globetrotter. I'ma do this in the name of mother granddaughter. Stay by my side if you might ride or die. Just peek the clouds in the open sky. We at the park watching birds fly. Different views, I can spot you from a bird's eye. Stay by my side if you might ride or die. Just peek the clouds in the open sky. We at the park watching birds fly. Different views, I can spot you from a bird's eye. Yeah. On a mission, but it's hard to put your hands on it. You tryna level up, but Xing out your mans for it. I can't respect that. I wear my heart on my sleeve and you neglect that. And now it's pitch black. It's been a hot summer, even colder winters. Your favorite rapper, I'ma probably scrape the bowl with him. This guy giving, so you better say your soul, nigga. Remember as a kid, I ran a pick and roll with him. Ain't no cherry picking, I'm official pimping. I probably do the Chuck Tays with expensive denim. I'ma go Chanel with the fragrance. They still fell in love with the cadence. My niggas call me poppin', now I'm popping off. I keep a 30 in that clip cause I don't rock with y'all. All in all, I survived all the foolish ways. Scary nowadays, I wrote my way out the maze with this gift that he gave. Stay by my side if you might ride or die. Just peek the clouds in the open sky. We at the park watching birds fly. Different views, I can spot you from a bird's eye. Stay by my side if you might ride or die. Just beat the clouds in the open sky. We at the park watching birds fly. Different views, I can spot you from a bird's eye. Yeah.